Peace, this is Brother Polight, and the subject matter for today's session is for you to manifest your reality. You have the power to do so. So there's been a lot of recent turn of events in the media, different backlashes taking place from people speaking their mind about other communities and cultures. And I'm not here to really chime on the obvious portions. The part that I chime in on is for us to be masters of our own destiny. And until we learn that we have the power, the capabilities to be masters of our own destiny, we're going to find ourselves in this Ouroboros, or this snake chasing his own tail, and in an unrelenting task that will never be fulfilling, nor will you be successful. Real talk. So I oftentimes say, it's either manifestation or man-infestation. I'll say it again. It's either manifestation or man-infestation. Real talk. That's where we at with it in this day and time. You can't really sit here expecting things to come to you or come your way. And then when it doesn't work out, you feel like somebody owe you something. Yeah, a lot of our friends should help. A lot of our family should help. A lot of us happen to be the most brilliant, most capable, most willing, and most able in our families or in our circles. And just because of that mere fact, that'd be the main reason why we are castigated, condemned, and given the most resistance and the lack of support thereof. Because your brilliance is a testament to how strong you are or how capable you are, and therefore when people see that you're capable, they don't want to help you because they're still looking to tap into that same seldom seen majestic spirit that exists in all of us. So when you bring that to the surface, even on the most minuscule level, it makes people grow insecure, and they may even fear you because of your capabilities. Real talk. Real talk. And so that's where we at in the conversation, man. Do your best. Don't be taken down. You know, I created the credit restoration microwave, and I didn't change the price as I was supposed to. And I added on not just the caseworker that's going to help you with your credit needs exclusively and immediately, but also me as your mentor. And this is integral to the whole program, because what I do is I prepare you for the monies that will be coming in, so you have a wide range of ideas how you may want to invest the money. I don't think people really understand that this means that my attorneys, my CPAs, my financial advisors, my loan officers are at your disposal. This is how I'm able to manifest the results that you need so you can transcend the depths of poverty or just struggling in particular. Because people that are in a so-called good tax bracket have a tendency to be struggling. So what we do, I send letters and affidavits to credit bureaus and financial institutions alike for the purposes of removing negative items off your report, adding positive items to your report, boosting your credit scores, then leveraging the results so that you can be approved and meet the criteria. So you can be approved for funds that you do not have to pay back. This is what I charge $2,000 for. But all the concessions being made to you in light of you spending that $2,000, you're getting anywhere between 50 grand to 300 grand on just one of the money opportunities. We give you loan opportunities that you don't have to pay back. What my team specializes in is, if we find that you are 1 or 2 points shy of meeting the criteria of being included in a demographic that money is available to. Because people always say, how can you get money that you don't have to pay back? There's no such thing as free money. Well, I'm not calling it free money. Well, what I am saying is the time, the research, and the people capable of either one. This is what's stopping people from getting the money. The circles that people are in, the information is not circulating. So we're in circles where people don't know that there's monies available, different grant monies. employee retention credits. Okay? That's created for your benefit if you have W-2 employees, not 1099 employees. People don't know that there's monies available to you if you have a corporation that's been open for at least 2 years. If you have a company that has at least 10 employees. People don't know that if you don't have a company that's been up for at least 2 years, or your company has been making that much money, you can borrow the history or leverage the history of another company perfectly legal for your very own. And then you'll wind up being part of the demographic that these monies are available to, because one of the blessings in disguise is, this is why I call it the gold in the crisis. In light of the recent events with everybody being sick globally, there's a lot of funds that's available to you because you can confirm that in some shape, form, or fashion you've been impacted severely. Yeah, thank you so much, man. See you next time. That you've been impacted severely by the turn of events that has impacted people globally. Business-wise, there's always monies available to people based on their age, their gender, their race, their demographic that they're inclusive of. But we're not part of communities or organizations or groups that are cognizant of these opportunities. But guess what? There's whole other communities that are aware of these things, and so we kind of look at it like we're at a disadvantage. But which we are, but our greatest slight and our greatest disadvantage is the disconnect when it comes to vital information that we need to change our lives. So one of the best things that transpires when you pay your $2,000 to get access to funds that you don't have to pay back, it's not just the 100 grand that you get. It's not just the 200,000 that you get or the 300,000 that you get. Then we always ask for 10% on the back end. Anything that I help you get that you don't have to pay back, always ask for 10%. So when you pay $2,000 for the service, it's not the six figures that you get. It's not the unlimited credit cards and smart credit cards that I help you get. Because by the time you add up the equity and credit that you're going to get from me helping you get credit cards, and then you add up the monies that you get from grants and loans that we go out our way to make sure you get, that's going to put you over $1 million after your $2,000 investment in yourself. But that's not the creme de la creme. That's not the best part of what you're paying for. To me, the best part of what you're paying for is the mentorship. Because what good is the money if you don't know how to maintain it, sustain it, how to grow it, so you can employ the themes of wealth stewardship or generational wealth? What good is the money that you get if you don't know how to perpetuate the growth of that money, where the money starts working for you instead of you exchanging time for money by working for somebody else? So the reality is, to me, the education, the knowledge that you obtain, the know-how, and how you may want to allocate your funds, what kind of companies you may want to create, because I'm always going to put you onto endowment fund trusts, solo tax lien trust funds, irrevocable trust, private interest holdings, type B, private gift companies. I'm going to always let you know, under my tutelage, some of the most ideal directions you may feel it suffice to go. And then I'm always going to qualify what I say by saying double check everything I say, go through a proper vetting process, because I dropped out of school, I have no credentials in terms of finance, and I don't want to lead you astray, so always double check everything that I'm saying. Even when I do these lives and I talk to you guys about QRPs, qualified retirement plans, and I know I'm supposed to do a whole lesson on that, which will be coming. I just want you guys to understand how deep it gets. I'm full of knowledge, but what I do with it is so petty. This is Barry Smith. But fine. Anyway. Fine. Jamel Wright. I've been following you for so much, and it helped me make so much money. Thank you, Jamel Wright. But yeah, you go to brotherpolight45@gmail.com. You leave your full name and your phone number. Leave your full name and your phone number when you're ready to purchase our credit restoration program. What we're going to do, you're going to pay $2,000 up front. Don't touch base unless you're ready. What we're going to do, we're going to remove negative items off your report. And then we're going to add positive items to your report so we can leverage the results so that you meet the criteria to be approved for funds that you don't have to pay back, ranging anywhere from $50,000 to $300,000. You're also going to get a caseworker that's going to cater specifically to your what? Going to cater specifically to your credit needs. Then you're also going to have me at your disposal as your mentor. So we could do what? So I can prepare you for the monies coming in. And in doing so, you'll have a wide range of ideas how you may want to invest those monies, a small percentage of it, so you could grow it into a larger amount than that of the full amount that you got from all the different funding that we get you. You're also going to have the website where you can track your results, see what money is pending, processing, all the funding clears. You're going to be able to see the deleted items of your report, the items that we added to your report. And your credit score is being boosted. Now, here's what people often present to me. What if my credit is already good? That's a misnomer. One of the greatest misconceptions is to think you have good credit because your credit score is over 750 or in the 700s. Because quite frankly, you might still have a slim file. Just because you pay your bills on time, your phone bill, your light, your gas, your rent, or your mortgage. You might pay your phone bill, your light, your gas, your rent, your mortgage on time, and guess what? That doesn't constitute meaning. It doesn't constitute meaning for somebody to say, I'm willing to loan you $200,000. I'm willing to loan you $300,000. I'm willing to give you this much money and you don't have to pay it back. I'm willing to give you a credit card with an unlimited limit. I'm willing to give you a black card. I ask people all the time, so you have good credit, so where's your black card? You have good credit. Let me see you get approved. Oh, your credit's over 750. Let me see you get approved to 300 grand. Since your credit good. So what people don't realize is that there's more than TransUnion, Square, and Equifax. You have consumer data aggregates or CDAs. You have LexisNexis. You have check systems. And you have basically over 30 different credit bureaus and financial institutions that you are not familiar with that cause lenders to discern if you are credit worthy. You have these 30 different credit bureaus and financial institutions that make a determination about your predictability as a consumer, and therefore they'll say to everyone else on the grid or on the radar, hey, don't trust this person, or this person hasn't loaned themselves enough credibility throughout the years of them establishing any form of credit history, whereby we can trust them, or we can rest assured that they'll pay the money back, or that they'll do something great and significant with this money to build the economy or add value to the economy. So there's different things. So even a high credit score, this, like I said, one of the biggest misconceptions on the planet in terms of credit is to think that just because you got a 750 or 700 credit score that's good. The verbiage that we're using is what's throwing us off. The verbiage is a testament to the miseducation of people. It's just like, as a case in point, CEO of a business. Just because you're the CEO of a business doesn't mean that you're the owner of a business. I'll say it again. Most people misconstrue, or have it misconstrued, this idea that if you're the CEO of a company, you're the owner of the company. No, you're a chief executive officer. So just because you are the CEO doesn't mean you own the company. You could have been hired. A responsibility could have been delegated to you to facilitate that task in particular. So this is what I'm talking about. Popularly misconstrued themes that make us go off the course when it's time to engage or embark upon the journey that we know is finance. Word up. Word up. Word up. 60 to 90 business days, $2,000 up front. 60 to 90 business days, $2,000 up front. If $500 all you can invest in, save your money up until you get to $2,000. That's the answer to that question. That's the answer. Angelo, you just started. So when you say still waiting, it sounds crazy. I think you started 4 or 5 days ago. And I also want to make it clear, this is not for Angelo right now. I want to make it clear, people, when you pay, don't hit us up inside of 48, 72 hours asking what's the status. Well, that's just insane. You got to allow us to do the work. We have to audit your credit. That is to say, research what's transpiring so we can put together the proper compendiums, memorandums, and affidavits when we send out these correspondences. So keep that in mind. Peace, Facer. Yeah, but you know, like I said, it's different titles out there or misnomers out here that have people confused about what's really taking place in the world of finance, and that's done on purpose to throw us off. So yeah, it's $2,000 for the service. You forward your full name and your email to brotherpolight45@gmail.com. 60 to 90 business days. brotherpolight45@gmail.com. 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 When you're ready to change your life, when you're ready to transcend the role you're in now for a greater one. $10% on the back end. Any money that we help you get, we're not going to stop at any one group of money, any set of money. Every time we can find some money out there that you don't have to pay back, so long as you don't have to pay it back, we want 10% on the back end. Please don't call us and say, well, can you do the work for us and pay for everything up front, and then I give you 10%, or I'll give you even 15%, or I'll give you even 20%. No, it's too much people we be paying for up front, and people already have a hard time giving me my 10% after I get them 200 grand. Because the question is, why I got to give you $20,000? Because I help you get 200 grand, but I paid you 2,000 up front. Well, we did it that way because if I were to charge you 20 grand up front, you'd have probably said, who has that kind of money? Because when I was doing this only for celebrities, the complaint was, do you help regular people? Which that's kind of wild, because you've made a distinction amongst you and celebs as them being so special that you're a regular. But I get it though. So now I come down the stairs, so to speak, metaphorically, and I say, I got y'all 2 beds, $2,000. But then the problem comes when you get the 200 grand or you get the 300 grand, you have a problem giving me 20, 30 grand. But if you don't have to pay the money back, why is it so hard for people to give me back my percentage? Because I wouldn't dare charge you $20,000, $30,000 up front. I wouldn't dare charge you 20, 30 G's up front. And the 2 grand, $640 to $680 is going to mail. Registered mail, green card, receipt, signature confirmation to over 30 different credit bureaus and financial institutions. So, you know, the game is really crazy. Like, how much more do you need given to you? And then, who's doing a credit service that gives you a caseworker that deals with your credit exclusively and immediately, gives you a website that you can track your results, and gives you a mentor to prepare you for the money's coming in and the credit cards that you get, and also teaches you how to employ credit card investing. I actually teach you how to do credit card investing. And I also teach you how to not have to pay interest on your credit card due to different dates that exist on the credit cards that they don't tell you about, because they only tell you about one date, the billing date, not the recording date. So you see, these are the little things that take place that becomes annoying. But you see, once I build with people, for the person that's asking me, do you get access to my CPA? The way it works is once I mentor you, I start finding out the different situations that you're in. I always ask people, don't tell me about all these situations when you first call. That's not fair. When you pay for the service, you get the service. And the service is inclusive of us getting in more intimate detail about what's going on with you. So then I, in humility, can say, you know what? I have the right person that works on my behalf. You should talk to them and they can help you in the interim of us doing what we got to do for you to get the money. Because I'm not a loan officer. I don't work in the bank. But I have my people that do. So because I have my feet in the door, both feet in the door, I could come outside and I could hold your hand and walk you right in, metaphorically speaking. Okay? But yeah, if you're the person that's making $2,000 be the difference to why you can't come up, $2,000 being the difference from you not getting access to 200 grand or 300 grand, I don't know what to tell you. And that's the lowest I can go, because really the money I'm making is coming on the back end. Because after I pay the caseworker, the people who deal with mail, attorneys, and then even my commission for them 10%, I'm sharing that commission based on who's helping you during my mentorship. Because if I find that we had to do some tweaking in order for you to be approved of some additional monies, that's why I said every time I get you approved of some money you don't have to pay back, 10%. And the reason why I say that is because I got people working on the strength that they know you're going to get the money. And so I got to give them a percentage when the money comes in. So when I get my 10%, say you get $120,000. But say you get $120,000. But the problem is when you got the $120,000, when you got the 120 grand, okay, I'm going to get 12 grand commission. But in order for you to get it, there were some pitfalls because your company didn't exactly meet the criteria. You needed 5 more employees, all right? Or you didn't file your taxes previously. Whatever it is, that becomes extra work and labor, and then whoever it concerns that can best service you is who I put in front of you to help you with that. So it's not just me giving all the information. Sometimes it's not what you know, it's who you know. So I give you what I know, and then in other instances, it's who I know and who's not going to charge you and slow down your progress. We don't want to slow down your progress. Oh, so now you got to save up some more money so you can pay this licensed professional to help you. No, my licensed professionals are already on deck to help you under the pretense that all of us figure you're going to get this money. So when you get the money, then I have to turn around and pay them their professional fee. But they're willing to wait because they know the process works. And what we wind up doing is you wind up not getting any surcharges or additional charges for me to help you. I hope people understand what I'm saying. You're not being charged in excess for any additional things that you need. Because everyone on the team understands you're going to get the money anyway, and then they entrust me to give them the money on the back end when I get my 10% from you. But when you run off and you don't give us the 10% that we're due, then now it puts me in a bad space. And that's why at the time I had stopped doing this, because I didn't think it was that damn deep. Word up. But anyway, you go to brotherpolight45@gmail.com and you leave your full name and phone number when you're ready. brotherpolight45@gmail.com. And those of you that's part of the program, you know, with all the different situations and scenarios that you guys got going on, we forward you to whom it may concern when it gets a little tricky. And by tricky, I mean not impossible. I mean, okay, you need someone that's credentialed to help you with that in particular. Or to get that loan pushed through, go to this bank in particular. to get that through. Because we have people there and they will help you. They're full aware of what we got going on. We send them clients there. They understand our infrastructure. We get it done like that. Makes it simpler. And that way you're not paying people extra money. Or something as simple as filling out the application to be approved the funds. And if you get one thing wrong, whole process starts over, or don't even think about it again. Who wants to go through that? Who wants to go through that?
So that kid, that's not actually his watch. He was like, hold it.
Okay, people. So I'm getting up out of here. I appreciate you guys. Go to brotherpolight45@gmail.com. You leave your full name and your phone number when you're ready to pay $2,000 for the service. When you're ready. You don't have to call us and say you'll be ready next week. You don't have to call us and say I have the cash in my hand. I was just waiting for you to call. I didn't think you was going to call today. I thought you was going to call 2 weeks from now. I don't know where people get the idea of the 2 week or I thought you called me in 4 or 5 days. I didn't know you was going to call today. Be ready. Be on deck. Make it happen. Time is money. You've been patient enough to not invest in yourself. You've been patient enough to not know what it's like to probably have 6 figures at one time. You've been patient enough to maybe have had a significant sum of money but no business plan or financial plan, and therefore it eventually dissipated and you had to start from scratch all over. You've been patient enough to be living check to check. Whatever the case may be, change your life. I implore that you take the time out and really take into consideration the fact you're getting a caseworker, the fact you're getting a mentor, the fact it's taking aside of 60 to 90 business days, the fact that you get a website where you can track your results, see the negative items that's being deleted, see when pending is processing or the funding is cleared, see the fact that we're working on your behalf to make sure you get access to funds that you don't have to pay back. Okay? Blessings in abundance. Love you guys. Touch base when you're ready and change your life. Email us, full name, your phone number. Always leave your phone number. Leave your full name and your phone number. It's pinned here to the top. brotherpolight45@gmail.com. Brother, Polight. Light like a light bulb. Pride, optimism, love, integrity, gallant, honesty, and trust. brotherpolight45@gmail.com. Leave your full name and phone number whenever you're ready. Blessings in abundance.